Welcome back to the channel Rare Coin Legacy, where hidden money stories come to life and everyday pocket change can turn into history-making treasure. And today's episode is one of the most shocking modern coin mysteries ever whispered about in numismatic circles, because we are diving deep into the unbelievable story of a 2019 D1 cent coin that some experts and collectors believe could reach an astonishing value of up to $15 million due to a perfect storm of rare errors, minting mistakes, and near-impossible circumstances that transformed an ordinary copper-plated zinc penny into a once-in-a-lifetime prize. And as you listen closely, you may realize that the penny sitting in your jar or wallet right now could be far more valuable than you ever imagined, because the year 2019 was supposed to be completely ordinary for Lincoln cents, with billions struck for circulation. Yet within the Denver Mint that year, a series of microscopic deviations, mechanical misalignments, die anomalies, and production irregularities may have aligned in a way that created a handful of coins so unusual that they challenge everything collectors thought they knew about modern cents. And to understand why this 2019 D penny has captured so much attention, we need to start by remembering that the Denver Mint produces coins at incredibly high speed, sometimes striking hundreds of coins per minute. And when machinery operates at that level, even the smallest flaw in a die, a blank, or a striking process can cascade into something extraordinary. And one of the most talked about possibilities surrounding the 2019 D1 cent begins with the theory of a dramatic multi-layered die error combined with an off-metal or transitional planchet scenario. Because 2019 cents were officially supposed to be struck on standard copper-plated zinc blanks weighing about 2.5 grams. Yet there have been persistent rumors and alleged discoveries of 2019 D-cents struck on experimental or leftover planchets that do not match the normal composition, including heavier copper alloy blanks or improperly mixed metal stock that resulted in abnormal weight, color, and magnetic response. And when such a coin also displays additional errors, the value can escalate beyond typical charts and price guides into legendary territory, especially when the error is undocumented or unique. And one of the most jaw-dropping aspects of the $15 million claim centers on a hypothetical extreme doubled die obverse paired with a rotated reverse and a partial collar strike, because doubled dies occur when a die receives multiple misaligned impressions from the hub, causing design elements like letters, numbers, and Lincoln's features to appear doubled or even tripled under magnification. And while minor doubling is relatively common, a dramatic double die on a modern penny with bold separation on the date 2019, the letters in Liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust" would be extraordinarily rare, particularly from the Denver Mint, which historically produces fewer major double dies than Philadelphia. And if such a double die were combined with a significant rotation error where the reverse is rotated far beyond the normal tolerance, potentially 90 degrees, or even 180 degrees from the obverse alignment, the coin would instantly stand out as something never intended to leave the mint. And collectors know that rotation errors on cents exist, but are usually minor, so an extreme rotation paired with doubling would already push the value into 5 or 6 figures. But the story does not stop there, because another layer of rarity may involve a broad strike or partial collar error, which happens when the coin is struck without the retaining collar fully in place, allowing the metal to spread outward and creating an expanded, distorted edge, sometimes with missing or weak rims. And when a broad strike occurs alongside other errors, it signals a severe breakdown in the minting process that should have been caught and destroyed. And yet occasionally such coins slip through quality control and enter circulation unnoticed. And the hypothetical $15 million 2019 D penny is said to show signs of all these elements at once, meaning it would represent a compound error of such magnitude that it might be considered a once-per-generation discovery. And beyond the physical striking errors, there is also the tantalizing idea of a mule error or wrong die pairing, because mule coins occur when the obverse and reverse dies are not intended to be used together, such as a Lincoln cent obverse paired with a reverse from a different denomination or design type. And while no officially confirmed 2019 D-cent mule has been publicly certified, the mere possibility has fueled intense speculation, since modern mules are extraordinarily rare due to improved mint controls. And if a 2019 D-cent were discovered with a mismatched or experimental reverse design, its value would be virtually impossible to estimate using traditional methods, potentially placing it in the realm of museum-grade artifacts rather than simple collectibles. And adding to the intrigue is the question of die state progression, because some collectors believe the legendary 2019 D-era penny may show extreme die deterioration features such as heavy die cracks, retained cuds, or even a full cud where a piece of the die broke away leaving a raised blob of metal on the coin. And when such dramatic die failures occur on a coin that also shows doubling, rotation, and planchet anomalies, the result is a visual spectacle that tells a story of a minting system pushed to its limits. And in the world of elite numismatic storytelling matters almost as much as rarity, because a coin with a compelling narrative becomes desirable to high-end collectors who want to own a tangible piece of minting history. And another factor that could drive the value of a 2019 D penny into the millions is absolute uniqueness, because if only one example is ever confirmed and authenticated, and if it is backed by clear provenance and expert analysis, then competition among wealthy collectors can become fierce, driving prices far beyond what average collectors might consider reasonable, especially when the coin represents the pinnacle of modern-era collecting. And unlike older rare coins where populations are known and documented, modern errors sometimes exist in a gray area for years before being fully recognized, giving early discoverers an advantage and creating an aura of mystery that further amplifies value. And this is why stories like the 2019 D1 cent alleged to be worth $15 million continue to capture imaginations around the world, because they suggest that even in an age of automation and digital payments, physical coins can still surprise us with secrets hiding in plain sight. And as you examine your own change, you should remember that many valuable error coins were initially dismissed as damaged or strange before experts realized their true nature, and subtle clues such as unusual weight, odd coloration, weak or distorted lettering, off-center strikes, missing details, or strange edges can all be signs that a coin deserves closer inspection. And while most 2019 D pennies are worth only face value, the idea that one or two escape the mint with a catastrophic combination of errors keeps collectors searching rolls, jars, and pocket change with renewed excitement. And the legend of the $15 million penny also highlights how modern numismatics is evolving, because social media, online forums, and instant image sharing allow discoveries to spread faster than ever, sometimes before official verification, creating waves of speculation that can inflate perceived value long before a coin is certified. Yet even with skepticism, the underlying truth remains that modern mint errors can and do command enormous sums when they meet the highest standards of rarity, high appeal, and historical significance. And this is why professional authentication is critical, because a coin claiming to be worth millions must be examined by multiple experts, weighed, measured, analyzed for metal composition, and studied under high magnification to confirm that its features are genuine mint errors rather than post-mint damage. And coins that pass such scrutiny become legends, referenced in auction catalogs, research papers, and collector conversations for decades. And whether the $15 million valuation ultimately proves accurate or symbolic, the story of the 2019 D1 cent serves as a powerful reminder that numismatic treasures are not limited to ancient gold or early silver, but can emerge from the most unexpected places.